Dolly making landfall in South Texas. Category 2 hurricane with maximum sustained winds 100 miles an hour. Pressure down to 967 millibars. This is as strong as the winds are going to get. They'll weaken, but we're not done with this hurricane yet.
Oh, we're absolutely not done. Just the western eye wall has come on shore right near the South Padre Island area, and that's where we have our live reporter, Julie Martin. Julie, give us the very latest on what you're experiencing right now.
Well, actually, Vivian, the winds seem to have actually lessened a little bit in just the past 5 minutes or so, but still flipping along pretty good there. And we understand Dolly is now making landfall right here in South Padre. I do have some new information to share with you. I just got off the phone with Dan Swanton. He is the emergency manager here, and he tells me at the moment they are dealing with an injury due to the storm. A 17-year-old male apparently fell from a 7th-floor balcony. Now, they tell me he's in stable condition, but he does have a broken leg and hip and also some head injuries. And the problem is the weather is too bad to get him across the bridge to the mainland for treatment. So he's at the fire department right now being treated as best he can, but certainly hoping for a quick break in this weather. So the landfall at the moment is actually good news for this gentleman, because hopefully what will happen is it will do its business and get out of here, and they can get him across the bridge.
Oh, wow, that is horrible news.
It's horrible, but it also raises this point. When the weather's this bad, you're really taking not only your life into your hands by taking a risk by stepping outside, but also tying up emergency people who have other things to do. I mean, this guy didn't have to be out on the porch, I assume.
Absolutely. You know, the city manager told me they just didn't think to tell people not to be out on balconies, but, you know, you have a lot of tourists here this time of year. This is peak tourist season. A lot of people just don't know how dangerous it is.
And since he was on the 7th floor, he probably thought that, you know, that wouldn't be too dangerous, that he'd just go out and venture out and look to see what was going on.
Well, he thought wrong, unfortunately, but we reach out to him and we wish him the very best. Thank you for that live report here, Julie. We've got Dr. Steve Lyons here at the Weather Channel. He knows exactly what happens when these hurricanes come on shore. He's been forewarning us now for days. Dr. Lyons, what do you have for us right now?
Well, one tip, keep in mind the wind increases with elevation. So the winds on the 7th floor are much stronger than they are down at the ground. And that's the case. We typically see the damage increasing as we go up with structures that are tall, especially with those that aren't closed off with windows. Now, here's the circulation. It's coming on shore. It's looking like it's starting to weaken just a little bit, at least the structure's elongating along the coast. The peak winds we've measured so far, we're showing here Port Isabel, still gusting to 70, and Harlingen gusting to 70 miles per hour as well right now. These were previous values, and heavy rain moving in toward Harlingen as well. Further to the north, we're seeing some gusts of about 55 to 60 miles per hour along the coast, so not quite that strong yet. But it's a broad circulation up here where we've got some heavy rain coming in toward the Corpus Christi area, gusting to 33 miles per hour there. And believe it or not, it just gusted to 30 miles per hour in Galveston. Sustained winds of 20, gusting to 30 in Galveston. So heavy rain potential along this line up here in the greater Corpus Christi area. Some of that could push north toward Rockport, and potential for a tornado. You heard Dr. Forbes talk about that. So the system is going to continue to push inland and slow and then move off to the west over the next 24 hours. Now, as we look at the upper atmosphere, the water vapor imagery, high pressure to the north of it is going to slide down to the southeast and block it from going north. It's not going farther north, it's going inland. This low pressure center to the west is going to get out of the way, so it's going to come in and turn west, slow down, continue to produce heavy rain in South Texas, and spin down. So we expect the winds to come down slowly but steadily over the next 24 hours. Now, the surge peak has probably passed. It was probably somewhere around 5 feet. Locally, it could have been 7 somewhere where there were no measurements. It's still running about 2 feet above average up to the north and about 1 to 2 feet up into the Galveston area. These areas will drop quickly as the storm moves inland, and it will still remain about 2 to 3 feet above average the next 12 to 18 hours. Wave action is also very high. It's running 8 to 12 feet up in this area, 5 to 8 feet off the Galveston area. It'll drop from north toward the south, but it'll linger for another 24 hours. Dangerous conditions along the coast the next 24 hours. Now, in the meantime, the rest of the tropical Atlantic is quiet. We have one low pressure center we've been monitoring off the coast of Africa here, but it's far from land, and if you're heading to the eastern Pacific, it's also very quiet other than this tropical storm, but it's moving away from land. So the good news is we're in good condition other than for Dolly, and we'll continue to monitor the heavy rain there.